Vladimir Putin, I think you would agree with me. He's an evil, murderous dictator. I would hope that we would agree on that. Invading Ukraine, hundreds of thousands of innocent people dying. And I just want to get your answer. You can't say to me that you want Ukraine to win and you don't want an evil, murderous dictator in Putin to win. Let's move on to Russia and Ukraine, because you've been known to make some controversial statements from time to time. But hey, that's why I wanted you on the program. So you went on social media and you said, if you're anti-Russia and pro-Ukraine, you are and then you used a word that I can't use on the radio, but it is known to some as a homophobic slur. Said it's that simple. Explain why you said that.
Oh, because Harry Sisson is one of those. He's a bundle of sticks.
But okay, so let's forget about Harry Sisson for a moment.
That's why I literally, if you notice, I took his tweet and I just switched it around. Yeah, it's because everyone makes fun of him and calls him we're on the radio. So I'll just say a bundle of sticks.
You did yes, you're right. I did see that tweet and you're right. But let's forget about Harry Sisson for a moment. Sure. I'm rooting for Ukraine to win because they're our allies. And would you agree with me that Russia started this and they invaded Ukraine? Is that fair?
Well, there's a multitude of reasons why, but yes, if we want to go strictly with they invaded them, yes, that is true. Yeah.
So who do you want to win the war, Russia or Ukraine?
I'll be very blunt about this. I'm indifferent. I don't think we should be over there involved in it in the first place. And I don't think a proxy war with Russia and spending billions of dollars is really intelligent. But, obviously, the Biden administration felt a bit different about that. And, they gave them quite a bit of aid. So we're over there now. But as far as like who wins, I'm indifferent.
So Vladimir Putin, I think you would agree with me. He's an evil, murderous dictator. I would hope that we would agree on that. Invading Ukraine, hundreds of thousands of innocent people dying. And I just want to get your answer. You can't say to me that you want Ukraine to win and you don't want an evil, murderous dictator in Putin to win.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. If we're going to, throw terms around, calling people murderous, evil dictators, etc.
Oh, isn't he? Isn't he? Is he not?
Well, here's the thing. The unfortunate reality is every country has blood on their hands. Every country does a bunch of things that, we can make the same argument about us, right? Why did we go to Iraq? We killed a bunch of people for no reason, for the benefit of Israel. We've done a bunch of awful things where we colonize other places or, used our imperialism and to wage war in foreign nations on behalf of the United States. I mean, we can make the same argument now. But what I will say, he's not an angel, of course. But I think that just kind of comes hand in hand with being a world leader is you're going to have blood on your hands to some degree. What I will say is this. I understand Russia's need to maintain their own national security. Obviously, the United States is using Ukraine as a proxy to wage our power. And, they don't want that. They don't want us near Moscow. We've had this problem where, there's been threats of them potentially joining NATO. That was one of the main reasons why he invaded. I think we just need to stay out.
So should we reward him for that? I agree with you. I agree. One of the main reasons why Putin invaded Ukraine is wanted to make sure Ukraine got out of NATO and wants land. I agree with you, but why should we reward him? Whether you think he's an evil, murderous dictator or not, okay, put that off to the side. I think he is. Sure. But why should we reward Vladimir Putin? And that's essentially what Trump wants to do. Yes, he wants the war to end. I think we all do. We don't want innocent people to die. But why should we reward him for invading another country, our allies? That's the part that I have a problem with, Myron.
Yeah, no, I mean, I can see your perspective on it, right? But I think at the end of the day, it was never our business to get in the first place. We should have, this is one of those, F around and mess, find out things where, I think the Biden administration played too much ball, got way too involved. And now at this point, Trump is trying to kind of reverse what the Biden administration set up where, because we know Biden has a very tight alliance with Ukraine and, Burisma, all that other stuff. But the point I'm trying to make is that I think he's trying to undo something that we shouldn't have been in the first place. And yeah, that's going to mean that we're going to have to run a little bit with our tail between our legs. And I know that might not look the best, but I do think when it comes to ending the war, saving human life, getting the conflict under control, I think that's the best way because people are dying. Ukraine's been losing this conflict for a very long time. Rest in peace to Gonzalo Lira. He's been reporting about this for a while. They killed him over there, which, obviously that bothers me as well because Zelensky is, is a POS in my opinion. And we have an American journalist.
Would you say the same thing about Putin?
I think both of them have their issues. Both of them absolutely have their issues. No one's an angel. But, I think to say anyone's a murderous dictator, you know, that we could say that, sure, we could say he's a murderous, evil dictator, but we're no better than as well if we're going to use that metric of killing people.
I'm not saying that we're free of any war crimes, but I certainly wouldn't compare our government to anything that Vladimir Putin is. That's just my personal opinion. But